At Guitar, Bubba Watson holding the Travelers Championship title. Watson posted a blistering last day 63, that included a brilliant chip-in for birdie at the 10th hole, to win by 3 shots at 17 under par on the TPC River Highlands course in Cromwell, Connecticut. Indeed, the Florida golfer collected 8 birdies, including completing his last 10 holes in 6 under par. It's absolutely amazing. You can't really put it into words, but it's almost like a second home. The fans here, the sponsor here, everybody treats me so good. To do this in front of this huge crowd, pretty special, said Watson on his win. The fans here, the sponsor here, everybody treats me so good. To do this in front of this huge crowd, pretty special, hitting some of those shots, especially the shot on 18 downwind, it was very difficult. Somehow pulling it off, and that's what we all try to do on Sundays, pull off the amazing shot. Watson earlier this year captured the Genesis Open and a few weeks later strolled to a 7. The final of the WGC Dell Match Play Championship, and with his 13th pro career win lifting him to 2nd overall on the USA Ryder Cup points table. At Guitar, Bubba Watson has now captured 3 Travelers titles. It's absolutely amazing. Can't really put it into words, but it's almost like a second home. Bubba Watson. 4 players finished tied for second on 14 under par: England's Paul Casey, 72, and the American trio of Stewart Cink, 62, J.B. Holmes, 67, and Beau Hossler, 66. However, it was but a disappointment for Casey, and who for a second time in 4 years in the Travelers has seen Watson reign supreme in Connecticut. Casey went into the final round leading by 4 shots, and it was 5 after a first-hole birdie, but it would prove the high watermark in his attempt to win for a second time this season. Watson, who first won the event in 2010, had denied Casey in winning a playoff from the 2015 title, but it was Casey who virtually handed the Florida golfer his 3rd victory this year when Casey stumbled over his closing handful of holes. Casey found the water at 13 but saved par before a second bogey of his round at 16, and then also taking bogey when also found the water off the tee right at 17 to fall 3 shots behind Watson en route to a 72. There was a lot of fight in there. I fought my golf swing all day, he said, so you can see coming down the last couple of holes, hitting the pull 8 iron on 16, and the flare right on 17 just about summed it up. Yeah, incredibly frustrating. It was always going to be a difficult day because of the different wind direction. I thought for someone to go particularly low. And you've got to give credit to Bubba, 63, is that right? That was a great score, but obviously we'll go away, analyze this, look at it and see what we can do better in the future. Rory McIlroy has this week off before returning home to host next fortnight's Irish Open at Ballyliffin, ahead of teeing up in the 147th Open at Carnoustie, and where in 2007, the then 18-year-old won the Low Amateur Award. McIlroy ended his Travelers Championship campaign sharing 12th place with rounds of 64, 69, 69 and a no-frills closing 67 for an 11 under par tally. I've still got some work to do. I played well on Thursday, but then I sort of just reverted back to a couple of bad habits that I've been in and struggled the last 3 days, he said. I'm proud of myself. I hung in there. I didn't have my best stuff this week, but I'll finish maybe in the top 10, so it's not too bad. I've got the Irish Open the week after next, and then play a little bit of links golf and get ready for the Open.